Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of nail art today. I'm going to show you how I created these three little nails. This is a particularly important issue, and the reason I made this plate is because I am basically standing up to bullying / trying to empower women. There are so many bullies in this industry. I've seen it with stockists, I've seen it with people doing YouTube videos, I've just seen generally nasty comments, and I know bullying is everywhere in schools. It's absolutely everywhere. Social media particularly, I think social media has made bullying a lot worse. I don't want to get in that too much, I don't want to be harping on about the bullying, but we're standing up to bullying. We are trying to empower women to encourage each other and promote each other rather than knocking each other down. So the plate that I have is this plate here. I'm just going to zoom out so you can see it. It is called the Girl Power plate, and it is a small plate, as I said, and it has lots of gorgeous little quotes on it. So as I said, this is releasing the very beginning of February. International Women's Day is the 8th of March, so I really wanted to get it out so it coincided with that particular day, but also just so we can empower each other and not, as I said, not knock each other down. I am going to show you how I created these. They are super easy, and I'm not going to bang on about what I used. I'm going to do nail 1, nail 2, nail 3, put it in the description bar and put all of the things that I used listed so you can see everything. So I'm going to get straight on with it. So if you want to see what I am up to, how I created these, keep watching. Okay, so I've decided to do something different. I'm actually going to talk through the video and explain. So I'm going to try not to waffle. So I've done one coat of Daisy from the gel bottle, and I'm going in with my second coat, and then I'm going to cure it. So I'm only doing a second coat because I just like having a second coat. When you're putting pigments on these, you do not need a second coat by any means. I'm just weird. So second coat, cure it, and then I'm going to come back and burnish the pigments into the tacky layer. Okay, so I'm going in with Joy, which is the hot pink, neon pink, I guess you call it. And I'm literally just dabbing it where I want it, not worrying about any of the powder that's falling off. So just randomly, there's no right or wrong with this. And then I'm going to clean my brush off, and I'm going to go in with the next colour, which is the bright yellow, which is Izzy. So I know it looks super messy, but it won't in the end. Then I'm going in with the orange, which is Zoe. And then just a little tiny bit of Dora, which is the darker blue, or the blue. I just don't want to have too much blue in there because it is the darker colour. I like the lighter colours in this. So that is probably enough. So I'm going to clean that up, and I'm going to top coat, and I will be back once I've top coated. So just one tip when you are top coating over pigments or glitters or anything like that you don't want to smudge, hold your brush almost parallel and float your top coat over the top so you're not smudging or pulling away any of the pigment. So as you can see, it's all staying where it should, and that's that. And I'm going to pop it in the lamp. Going with this image here, Your Only Limit Is You. I'm using Vibing from Twinkled Tea, which is their black stamping polish. It's beautiful to use, super pigmented. Scrape once, you don't need to scrape any more than that. Roll it onto your stamper, perfect pickup, and I'm just going to remove any extra with my lint roller. Now I don't like using the stamper, oh sorry, whoops, crashing everything there. Don't like using the scraper to remove. I find that's a bit hit and miss, so I always do this. And then place it where you want. And I really wanted sort of a bright, vibrant background for this one, so that has transferred really nicely. And with this plate again, there's a little tiny crown here, so I'm going to use that crown just to give it a little accent. So a little bit of polish, scrape, and pop it onto your stamper. So that is that's picked up perfectly. Again, just remove your extra bits. And then here, just pop the crown up the top. And that is the first design. Okay, now to 2 coats of peach, again from gel bottle. So I've done the first coat and cured, and again I'm just doing this. I actually do want 2 coats with this because the foil that I'm adding is only going to be patchy. So I'm doing this, I'm going to cure, and then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to apply 1 coat of foil adhesive, but I'm going to be removing the inhibition layer first. So I'm going to cure that and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so going in here with isopropyl alcohol, just removing the inhibition layer, and then when that has evaporated, I'm going to add the foil adhesive. Now, some gel polish does have a decent inhibition layer and you can stick your foil directly to that, but I find most don't. So just to be erring on the side of caution, I am using foil adhesive. That is the foil adhesive. I stock this for people in Australia. And just excuse me, sorry about that. And then anywhere else in the world, I recommend they either go to Dollar Nail Art in the States or the Edge foil adhesive in the UK is brilliant. So I'm going to just apply 1 thin coat. Now, because this is a tip, I'm not leaving a margin, but when you do this on your nails or your client's nails, you need to leave a border of about 1 millimeter so that your top coat seals to your base coat, sorry, to your color coat, rather than sealing just the foil, because otherwise your foil will actually peel off your nails. So remember, when you are doing that on a client, just to leave that margin. So I'm going to leave this to dry. I leave it for about 2 minutes. Once it's gone completely clear, I will be adding the foil. Okay, so the glue is clear, so it's ready to have the foil applied over the top. So this is the foil that I'm using. I stock this in my store. It's just called Rose Gold Holographic. So I'm literally just going to dab it on. There's no right or wrong way of this. I want it to look sort of like a graffiti style. So yeah, you can just dab it on, and then at the end of it, I like to do this because it kind of breaks the foil up and it makes it look a little bit more abstract. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to top coat and then I'm going to stamp on top. So again, I'm going in with the Extreme Shine top coat and I'm just going to plonk it on. And once it's covered, I'm going to just cure and then I'm going to come back and do the stamping. Okay, so going in with this image here, this girl can. I'm using, again, Vibin from Twinkle Tea. So just pop it on to the image, scrape once. The reason I scrape once is because, well, you just don't need to scrape twice if you're doing it properly. And it gets too much of the polish scraped away if you actually scrape more than once. Sorry, guys, I keep dropping things. So I'm going to just remove the extra polish with my lint roller. And then I'm going to apply that to the nail. So on top of the foil and the top coat, I'm just going to pop it on, and I'm going to do it a little bit of an angle, and just, there you go, you can see it's pressed down and transferred. I'm going to top coat it and we're going to get on to nail number 3. Okay, for the third nail, I am going in with Californian again from the gel bottle. The first coat's already done and cured, so I'm just applying the second coat. And on the inhibition layer, I'm going to be adding some of the flakes from Magpie. So I'm going to just cure that and I will be back in a second. Okay, so with the Magpie applicator, I'm going in with periwinkle first. So I'm just dipping it in and I'm just going to place it into the inhibition layer. No particular pattern, just randomly. And I want this to be really blingy. I wanted these nails to really be something bright and fun, so that they look really great for you guys to sort of get inspired by. Obviously you don't have to do them that bright if you don't want to. Now I'm going in with Starla. At least I think that's what it's called. Let me just check. Yep, Starla. So again, just dabbing a little bit. And then I'm going in a little bit more periwinkle because I don't want the Starla to overpower the stamping. So when I am happy, I'm going to go in and top coat and I will be back. Again, with this, I'm going to float the top coat over the nail just in case there is any loose flaky bits that you don't want to get in your top coat and you don't want to sort of smudge them around the nail. Now, it is also a good idea to keep a top coat for things like glitter and pigments, and one for plain nails, because there is nothing worse than when you go to get your nails done and you want plain nails and you come out with glitter all over them. Very, very annoying. I've had it happen to me several times and it really drives me bonkers. So I always have a couple of bottles. So that is that. I'm going to pop that in the lamp and be back in a sec. For the final stamp, I'm using this one here and it says Girls Rule the World, which I thought was fairly appropriate. So I'm going to pop that on, pop Vibing on, and I've misplaced my scraper. Do that. Pick it up. As you can see, another perfect stamp. So I'm just again going in with my lint roller just to clear the excess up, and then get the plate out of the way so you can see. And then I'm just going to pop that on, and again I'm going to do that at a little bit of an angle, and that is that. And I'm going to add the little crown again because I think that looks super cute. So just picking the little crown up that's there, scrape, gently roll, pick up your crown. I'm just going to remove the excess, and then I'm going to pop that onto the nail. About there. Oops, sorry guys. I'm not used to all this talking. And that was my dog snoring. So from there I'm going straight in with the Extreme Shine top coat. I don't know whether I mentioned that's what I'm using, but I am the Extremely Shine top coat from Gel Bottle, and just going to give that one top coat. I'm going to pop it in the lamp, and I'm just going to come back after that with all three of them. Okay, that is all three designs. As I said, I wanted to do them sort of blingy and super fun, and this is a beautiful, beautiful plate, and it's just a super fun plate, but it's got a meaning for me behind it. I don't condone bullying. I don't like bullies. I love to see other women succeeding. I like to, you know, empower other women. Let's build each other up instead of knocking each other down. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. The plate launches at the beginning of February. If you want to know when it launches, please join the Dixie Plates Facebook group or follow Dixie Plates on Instagram. We put notices up when we're releasing plates. So thumbs up if you like the video. If you have any comments or questions, pop them in the comments box and I will get back to you. As I said, I'll link all of the products below, nail 1, nail 2, nail 3, everything that I used. And please subscribe if you haven't, guys. And can you hit the little notification bell? Because then when I actually do pop a video up, you will get a little notification in your emails and you won't miss any videos. And that's actually really good for me too when my channel's growing. Much appreciated. I will catch you in the next one, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.